Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. The final review of Bornholm, I think, in the most dark setting possible, because it is like very close to sundown, and as you see, it looks like very black around me. It's not as dark as it looks on camera, though, and the light I've got is really helping a lot, although I have to really maximize settings on the camera. But we're finishing with a bang, a final review here on the island. I've got to do a load of reviews here, which is awesome, especially because you're on vacation. You get to shoot a lot and stuff. Not too much on the road besides one video, but most of the time we've been out seeing nature and doing a lot of walks and hiking and stuff like that. And in the past, I would often bring beers to shoot reviews on there, but with two small children, it's a little bit hard to just take your time to do that stuff. So it's when they're asleep back home in the summer house. So what we're trying today is a beer I'm looking forward to a lot. I've already had it on draft, and this is a collab between Omnipollo and Fidens, and this is their Paradis, or Paradise. This is a massive triple IPA with pineapple on 10%. I tried this on draft at Mikkeller Beer Celebration. It was really, really good. It was a bit aggressive there, but now it's got some time to settle in the can. This was packaged on the 2nd of May, so that's a little over 2 months in the can. So I really liked Fidens. Was it the vegan with pineapple? That was really good. They seem to have really dialed in using fruit in IPAs without them being like milkshake IPAs, where they just use fruit to boost the flavors that you get from specific hops. So Paradis, or Paradise here, is hopped with Citra, Galaxy, and Nelson Sauvin hops, and then they add pineapple. I also picked this beer up on Beerdome, so thanks a ton to Beerdome for the beer. They had a big selection of Omnipollo beers, including their side project collab, Billionaire's Church Chocolate. So check them out if you want to try some. They recently actually got some more, a Top Lane collab, and one other beer, though, which was also a US collab. I just can't remember which one. It was an IPA as well. But yeah, this just looks really saturated and great. So yeah, very bright orange, yellow color to it. It looks like, you know, those really massively hop-drenched hop bombs. It's just so saturated and intense looking. And then it's got that fluffy white head. It's kind of died down a bit, but it looks a lot like, you know, some of these US hop bombs. But let's check out the aroma on Paradis. And thanks to Beerdome for the beer. Yeah, so massive pineapple bomb. So much pineapple. It reminds me a lot of the vegan with pineapple, because there's just like this, the pineapple in there amplifies all the pineapple flavor from the hops. So it's just like cooked pineapple, bright, singy, snappy, ripe pineapple, underripe pineapple. There's some lime undercurrents too. There's a bit of stone fruit, even like some sweet mango. It's almost like a little bit like a pina colada without the coconut. I mean, you could make something interesting with this, and then a touch of like Sabro and a touch of coconut, I think. But then you're also going into the whole milkshake IPA vibe. I mean, it's been done a million times. But it smells really good. Let's try it. Cheers, and thanks a ton to Beerdome for the beer. That's a really rich beer. And you can taste it's a triple IPA. You can definitely taste it's a triple IPA. There's definitely some sweetness to it. It's borderline too much for me. I just don't remember it being like this on draft. And the farmer was also not a triple IPA. Or the farmer was a vegan. It was a double. But really overripe, sweet, juicy, bright pineapple flavor. There's just so much sweetness to it. That's like the only beef I have with it, because you can also feel there's like so much bright hop flavor digging into the palate, which is really nice. Like lots of bright pineapple and mango and stone fruit. There's that like bitter end from all the hops in there. I'm just gonna try and swirl and get some more in there. Like that's why I think like with triple IPAs, oh man, like maybe I drunk this a little too late. I also took it out of the fridge and let it rest for a bit. And usually I don't do that with triple IPAs. I was just doing all kinds of stuff. It's like, oh, I better take it out. Because usually I like to drink triple IPAs ice cold. I can't see. I think we got most of the chunky boys out. Let's see. It's definitely a sweet triple IPA. There's also like the sweetness of the pineapple. like sweet pineapple. Well, pineapple is also tart, but there's like sweet pineapple, sweet mango, overripe stone fruit, like really heavy and sweet overripe flavors. And then there's some brightness, some dankness, some zesty nuances, like bright, dank, just like a generic kind of weedy dankness. And it's not too much like fruity pineapple kush, because I think like the most dominant pineapple flavor in this is like overripe cooked pineapple, like really almost like grilled pineapple. I have a grill right here with hot coals, which is nice. Oh, so warm. um, but it's almost a bit like that, like grilled pineapple, the sweetness of grilled pineapple. And the sweetness of that stone fruit, it almost is almost like a little bit milkshake IPA like, which the Fidens version wasn't. But when I tried this at MBCC on draft, it was a vastly different experience. It did not seem this sweet. It was much more bright, much more like crazy lime, pineapple, passion fruit, Monstera Deliciosa, crazy, cool tropical flavors. Whereas this is just so much more on the overripe, sweet, juicy fruit side. And I think that's age. I think that's definitely age. The sweetness of the base beer shines. And I've heard that with a couple people talking about Omnipollo's church IPAs, the triples, being to the sweet side. And I think this kind of proves at least that some of them are a little bit sweet to the sweet side. I mean, that's generally the thing with triple IPAs, is that they're quite sweet. This has some bite from hops that helps balance it out, but I would share this. And I'm going to share it with the fam. We'll see what they think. But because it's borderline too sweet for me. It's got so many cool flavors, but it's really, really, really sweet. Like really, really, really sweet. It's almost like sugar-coated pineapple to me right now. Sugar-coated pineapple, sugar-coated stone fruit, and then you have that bitter hop bite in the end. And I think we got all of the aggressive hop goodies out. I can't really see much in the can, but I just had a way different experience on draft. I wish this beer was less sweet, and I would love it hard, but it's just like all these candied fruit flavors that's getting a bit much. I guess it helps, balance out booze and everything, but I would just prefer it drier when it's a triple, or just in a double format. It would be nicer for me, at least personally. But A for effort, it's really nice. But the pineapple vegan I had from Fidens was world class. I don't think this is world class, at least the state it is in now. But I know they're doing great stuff at the church. I've had hoppy beers from them that I've really loved. If you've seen my videos, some of the ones they've done that I also got to try really fresh were banging. Some of the Freaky Friday beers and some of the triple IPAs as well they've done in the 3x3 series and whatnot have been like crazy good. But this is just too sweet, I think, especially for my liking. This feels like 6+ Play-Doh, maybe even 7. Like it feels really sweet, but it could also be because there's a lot of sweet hop flavor and you have the sweetness maybe of the pineapple puree they put in. I don't know exactly how that works out, but just a bit too much of the good stuff. So in terms of a grade, this does not breach 90 for me, actually. This is going to be the lowest grade I've given to an Omnipollo beer in a while. I like all the flavors, but it gets way too sweet and too much for me. So I'm thinking maybe like an 85, 87 range, something like that. I'd much rather have the black IPA review before this. I thought I'd finish with like a massive bang, and the flavors are really good. But man, is it sweet. Almost like pineapple custard or something like that. Crazy. Massive beer. You can also really feel the saturation and bite of hops now. But I think the sweetness is getting to me just a little bit. So, still good stuff. If you like triple IPAs that are sweet, you're going to love this. It's just maybe also a personal thing for me. But if you are not following Omnipollo and what they're doing at the church at the moment, you need to. They're putting out so much fire stuff and so many crazy collabs. So for sure, check them out, man. A fantastic brewery. Henok and the team there are just doing fire stuff at the moment. So if you guys had a chance to try Omnipollo and Fidens Paradis, their pineapple triple IPA, let me know what you thought of it. Thanks a ton to Beerdome for the beer as well. Link for the shop is down below. You can't get this on here at the moment, I think. Maybe you can. Check it out. But they also just have the new releases that they did. The pseudo something church stew or something like that with Toppling Goliath, and the other one, I forget who they collaborated with. But check them out. Link for the shop is down below. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe to the Facebook fan page, and Twitter, and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm going to say cheers and some pretty freaking massive turbo IPA. And see you guys in another beer review.